Hello there, welcome to another episode of Putting Dr. G on the Spot. In the month of May, for the second installation, we're going to talk about how mumps as a type of virus going to affect sexual or reproductive health in men. Mumps actually is quite rare now. In fact, actually it is caused by a small virus called the mumps virus, commonly actually just circulating in the air, and its transmission through coughing, sneezing, and also saliva. And how does it affect men? Actually, it generally just affects young men and adolescents, and then get into the parotid glands and cause swelling in the face and swelling around the neck. So what's the big deal? In fact, there is no big deal. Most people actually recover very quickly. But there's a very strange thing that mumps virus tends to do, is actually heading down towards the testicle, and that itself may cause a bit of a problem. Fortunately, the vast majority of men who had mumps in their youth actually just get it either on one side or get it mildly, and the mumps, which means inflammation of the testes, actually just resolve by itself. However, for some men, when the mumps actually affect both sides of the testicle, and severe epididymal orchitis, and that itself can cause atrophy, which is a shrinkage of the testicle. So, as a result, for these men, they are quite oblivious of what's going on because their testosterone is not affected, and also their erection is not affected, and they continue to get into adulthood with normal sex life. However, when they attempt to have a baby, that's when the problem arises, because when it is discovered that they may have oligospermia, meaning that not so good quality sperms, or azoospermia, meaning there's no sperms at all, then they realize that the mumps in their youth has actually destroyed the testicular functions. So in summary, mumps is a benign condition unless it affects the testicle, and therefore the vaccination is absolutely crucial, because vaccination in MMR, measles, mumps and rubella, actually has been proven to almost eliminating the prevalence or the existence of mumps. For the following week, we're going to talk about various forms of hepatitis. Hepatitis A, hepatitis B, and hepatitis C. Which one of these will actually affect sexual health? You're interested? You need to stay tuned for next week's Putting Dr. G on the Spot.